let me know when we start.
We're started.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hi.
Yeah, so you walked up 16 flights to be here.
Yeah.
Claustrophobia?
Yeah, it's claustrophobia.
Yeah.
Yeah, really claustrophobic.
Keeps you thin.
It does. I'm really, really thin.
16 floors, folks.
16 floors.
This must be a problem for you. I didn't know that.
It's an issue. It's the biggest issue in New York.
Yeah.
That's like the big. Everywhere else is easily accommodating, but like the buildings and people are really weird about stairwells and like the guy when I was like, oh, I'm gonna take the stairs, and he's like 16 flights, and I'm like, yeah, and he goes, okay, do you want to just take the elevator? And I go, oh no, that's the point. I just don't take elevators. I'm really claustrophobic. He's like, okay. And then so you want to get let in the stairwell? And then you're gonna go up? It was like literally people look at me like it's just I'm an insane person, which it is insane to walk 16 flights.
Sure.
But I mean, like the people can never wrap their head around it. They're just like, why don't you just take the elevator?
Is this an issue?
It's like, okay, why don't you just not do heroin?
Right. Right.
Like,
is this hard in hotels on the road?
Yeah, but I usually, I'll call ahead. I'll make sure. You know what I mean? I'll stay at basic hotels. I don't care.
Yeah.
Damn, but does this hurt your career? Like, what if you're at the Netflix building?
It's really held it back. I was up for all the avatars, and the last thing was you had to take an underwater elevator. And
Mission Impossible 6, dude. He was taking over for Tom Cruise.
Oh my God,
man.
Philadelphia.
Yeah.
I had to get on the AIDS elevator. Fucking no. Damn it.
Galifianakis has a similar thing.
He does?
I don't think he can. I remember in Kings of Comedy or whatever that was called. Was it called?
Comedians
Comedians of Comedy. He's white, but he wouldn't take the elevator.
I didn't know that. I know Zach really well.
Pull it up.
Yeah, you have a new story about him in your hour. It's hilarious.
Oh yeah, I've got a lot of Zach stories. There's one I didn't tell, but so Zach and I used to live in New York back in the late '90s, and we would do this thing when we couldn't afford to go home for Christmas. We would be stuck here for Christmas. And we would walk around, and we're in our like early 20s, and just unassuming, just dorky guys. And we would walk down the street, and we would point to a guy, and it would have to be one of the most intimidating, just like thuggy mobster, just anybody that just looked like intimidating. And we would be like, okay, you got to go do it to that guy. And so then me or Zach, whatever, would walk up to this person, and in the thickest like Italian accent, walk up to him and go, hey, how you doing? You have a good Christmas, okay? You have a good Christmas. We'd shake their hand, and they would be so disarmed because it was so weird, and they'd be like, yeah, okay, you too. And we would it didn't matter who it was, like, that guy, you got to get that guy.
That's fun stuff.
Yeah, it was debauchery, just pure debauchery.
Well, they said in the old days, Charlie Chaplin and Buster Keaton would dress up like hobos and see who would get more money. That was their day.
That's fucking insane.
I thought they hated each other, though.
Pull it up.
No, they didn't. They did that final movie, Limelight, together.
Oh.
Yeah.
There you go. But
I'm a big Chaplin fan. Huge.
I'm a big Keaton fan.
Are you really?
Oh, yeah.
Keaton.
I always debate that with people.
They're both great.
They're both great.
Yeah.
They're both great. But Chaplin.
The stunts are insane. Didn't Keaton break his neck on a stunt?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Which one was it? Do you remember?
I think it was something with the train where he hit like a bar. There was a bar over the train, and he hit it, and he broke his back. He fell backwards.
Yeah, his technical stunts were insane.
Yeah.
Chaplin, I just think, was a better comedian. Just
Yes.
physically, and he was just hilarious. He has one of my favorite. I was going to bring this up because you're talking about movies earlier, Sam.
Yeah.
One of my favorite movies, which is a deep cut on Chaplin, is called The Circus. And it's one of his feature-length films. And he does a bit where he's on a tightrope, and they just unleash like these spider monkeys on him.
What?
And so he's on this tightrope, and he's got these monkeys, and they have no idea what the monkeys are gonna do.
Yeah.
So they're crawling all over him and like biting his nose.
What?
And he's in character, and he's so committed, and he's also on a fucking tightrope.
Yeah.
And so, but he's got
Holy
these monkeys.
shit.
Yeah. Wait.
And Jimmy Fallon can't go through a scene without breaking.
Yeah.
Come on.
Dude, this is.
I can see The Wire.
Yeah. That's easy.
Right, right.
I mean, obviously, I'm sure that's fake.
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh,
We
monkeys.
lost
Oh, no. Oh, no.
What a premise. This is like a Squid Game more than a comedy movie.
Yeah, so they just no idea what these
What
monkeys are
the
gonna
fuck?
do.
Oh my god!
It's
Wow.
my favorite fucking thing.
What a badass!
Yeah.
How scary that would be.
Yeah, you have no idea.
This is pre the monkey ripping the lady's face off in the 90s.
Yeah.
Did you watch that doc?
No, I couldn't do it.
Oh my god.
Oh, they're gonna bite his dick, aren't they?
They eat him out. Yeah, but how amazing is that?
Wow, that's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, Keaton can't fucking do that.
Oh, come on.
Fuck him, man.
Keaton's the man.
No,
good.
he's great.
He's funnier, though, but Keaton's maybe more impressive physically.
He's stunt-wise, yeah.
Yeah.
The technical stunts, yes.
Rec, by the way, from this era, Dana Gould turned me onto a great book called Frame Up about Fatty Arbuckle. It's insane.
Oh, wow,
About him
really?
being framed. It's incredible.
Oh, I want to, yeah. I'd love to read that.
It's so cool.
I know Chris Farley really wanted to play Fatty Arbuckle in a biopic.
It would have been so cool.
Yeah, he was like obsessed with it. He really wanted that to be like a turning point for him.
Mm-hmm.
So that would have been really badass.
Yep.
But the monkey thing you were talking about, so I remember I was gonna do a bit about it, but there was another monkey story
That's the one.
about that's the one where he broke his neck.
Yeah, hold on. And spray.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember that. The water pressure.
Falling onto train tracks, by the way.
Yeah.
That's got
So
to
he
hurt.
just broke his neck and
And he got right up. What an animal. No workers' comp, no benefits.
Nope.
All right, sorry.
No, that's fine, Mark. It's fine.
Monkey,
Monkeys.
jizz,
No, so there was I didn't say
AIDS.
shit.
Oh, sorry.
I heard it.
Yeah,
I got jizz on the
channel.
brain.
Yeah, it's all right.
AIDS jizz on the brain. Yeah, no, there was a story that I was obsessed with about a guy. It was a couple that had a monkey, and I guess it was in a kennel. I'm loosely paraphrasing, but I guess they went and brought the monkey a birthday cake. It was the monkey's birthday, and they brought the monkey a birthday cake, and this is what was told. Another monkey, they said, got jealous that the other monkey got a birthday cake.
Yeah.
And then attacked the guy holding the cake, and then did what monkeys do instinctively, ripped off his genitals, bit off his fingers and his nose. I guess that's their go-to
Right.
thing.
Yeah.
So like that's what he did to this guy, and it's all because he brought the monkey a birthday cake, which
Whoa.
yeah, you've got I don't know. There's so many layers to that of like I don't know why you would bring a monkey a birthday cake.
Right.
Is the other monkey really jealous? I don't know how they know that.
And you'd think he'd attack the other monkey, not the guy who brought the cake.
Yeah.
Well, the monkey didn't do anything. It was just his birthday.
I guess so.
The guy who did the thing, you know?
Yeah.
guess,
It's also
yeah.
fire, so the monkey's gonna panic about that.
Oh, right. Fire.
But here's the thing: the monkey did. He blew out the candles and made a wish.
No way.
Just kidding. That's how they knew. They
Damn.
found the wish, and the wish was to fucking eat a nose and dick sandwich.
There was a lot more monkey comedy. I think that's gone by the wayside. Maybe with PETA, we had like
The Alan
Clint
Cumming
Eastwood
thing. There was that movie with Alan Cumming, and then that's what the doc is about. The woman took that monkey and kidnapped that monkey.
What?
The monkey's like getting old. Alan Cumming was like part of trying to find this monkey because he
Pull it up.
bonded with the monkey.
What?
It's crazy. It's a crazy story.
I just thought he was gay.
There's a whole doc.
No, he's into
There's a
that.
whole doc about it.
It's crazy. What's it called? It's Monkey something. It's on. It's
Outbreak?
on Max.
Oh my
Chimp Empire.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Chimp crazy.
It's like the Tiger King for
this woman.
monkeys.
You're gonna hate this woman. She's insane.
I already do. I don't even need to watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Like what? What's?
Same guy who did Tiger King.
Oh, there you go.
He's really branching out.
Yeah.
This guy's found a niche.
Blonde, white trash people love animals.
Then hamster haywire. That's wow. It's getting crazy. Gerbil NATO.
Starring Gerbil NATO with Richard Gere.
Oh, too soon, man.
soon.
God, Mark, you really jumped on that one.
1988.
Fuck, you're not afraid.
By the way, his career's never been the same. That really hurt his career, I think.
I don't think that's true,
I
Mark.
think he's doing all right.
I don't know. Name me one Richard Gere movie in the last 10 years.
I think the gerbil thing was out there for a while, though.
Well, clearly it still is.
I'm telling you, you guys,
It's on Mark's brain 24/7.
you all got the reference.
We did.
Yeah, we did immediately.
Who the hell
That guy can't
started
go. That guy can't just walk into a Petco and look at.
Exactly.
You can't.
No, nothing.
Yeah.
If I were him, I would do that. I would just double down, triple down. I would be like one of those Pied Pipers, like covered in
Right.
gerbils, just constantly, just rubbing in people's faces.
And just cut a hole in your pants, just to trick people.
You know what he said? He's moving to Spain. Maybe.
Aha! That's gerbil
They
country.
don't know about. They don't know
That
about
is.
Spain.
Yeah, that's exactly. It's like Woody Allen going to London.
Look at the autofill. I just typed Richard Gere spacebar, and then the first thing.
First, thank you.
You know his wife is jealous.
Oh yeah. Sure.
The gerbils before me.
His wife in her gerbil suit. Just
Look at that.
giant tube. Good God.
I've looked into this. I think you have to declaw them if you're going to do that.
The gerbils?
Yeah, because they'll just tear you up from the inside.
I don't think you have to look into that to figure that out.
Well, I mean, an amateur would just get a gerbil and he'd be done with it.
Yeah. Damn amateurs.
A pro.
That's a sad Reddit thread you looked up.
Good God.
The gerbil people.
Who wants any part of anal claws?
Oh, that's a,
Yeah, I like that. I'm hard. Now I'm hard. Now I'm hard. Oh my God.
gerbil. Yeah.
So yeah, elevators I fucking hate.
That's crazy. Has
Yeah.
anyone ever been like not understood it? Been like, what the fuck?
Yeah, nonstop.
Yeah.
It's like, it's amazing. I don't understand why they have a stop button on an elevator. Do you know why? I don't know why. I'm actually asking that.
We got the Google box.
Why the fuck? Why would you want to stop an elevator?
Maybe a berth?
I feel like they only use.
No,
it
I think
in,
you'd
like,
want to
ice-
expedite that.
That's a good point.
It's always in like a movie like Speed or Heat or something.
Right.
Like, they're like we got to get out early, something like that.
Oh, the cops need it.
I feel like it's only used for bad
For
reasons.
illegal things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like we got to circumvent
Yeah.
the law.
Halt the elevator in case of a critical situation, allowing passengers to exit safely. But why wouldn't you exit safely on the floor?
Yeah, why wouldn't you want to get out? Wait, this is a true story that happened to me. So really, really high-end hotels, which I don't stay at. I like staying at like Marriott's.
Me too.
But really high-end hotels, they're fucking impossible with stairs. They're like all locked down. It's super difficult. So I was filming a movie in Boston, and they put me up at the Ritz Hotel. And I was like, I don't need that. I go, I can just stay at the Marriott. And they're like, no. And I'm like, okay, all right, fine. So I acquiesced.
Yeah.
But we stayed there, and my friend Jay Galvin was with me, and we had to take the elevator, and we're going down from my floor, and all of a sudden it just goes "Yerp," and stops.
Oh, God.
And I'm not embellishing this. On a fucking dime, he goes, dude, don't freak out. I grabbed the doors and I fucking ripped them open. And I'm not joking. And it was halfway to the lobby. And I'm screaming. It was like out of a Keanu Reeves movie. I'm like, jump, jump. And Jay's like, what the fuck are you doing? And I'm like, jump now. And he fucking dive rolled into the lobby.
Whoa.
And then I dive rolled into the lobby. And I was like shaking. And he was like, what the fuck just happened? And I'm like, I have no idea. I have no
Holy
idea
shit.
what happened.
You got like mom strength.
Yeah, it was like surreal when you hear stories like that. It really happened to me.
It happened
Wow.
once in a Tacoma. You would have freaked out. I was with my buddy Gary Veter in a Tacoma elevator, and it's like 12 drunk people on the elevator, and they're like jumping up and down.
Oh, what is that?
And we're like, and Gary and I are like, what the fuck? And then the elevator got stuck, and it was Gary and I ripped the fucking thing open, and we're like yelling at these drunks.
Yeah.
I did have a vision of like me after you gave me your bags to take up in the elevator. I was like, fuck, something's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always think that when I do it, it's going to happen. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's why I'm like, and your elevator doors are the ones that are like a tomb.
Uh-huh.
They just are like, "Gum,"
Right.
and then you're in there for life.
Are we looking at bad elevator things here?
Oh, God.
How hard was it to pull them open?
Hey, you want to pull up my
Oh.
fucking dad dying too? Jesus Christ.
Are you weird on flights or just
fuck?
elevators?
I had a problem on flights. I had to get over it.
Well, that bathroom is tiny.
Yeah.
Well, I was like, I've stopped flights before. I stopped a flight on a tarmac.
What?
It was it was a commuter flight. Flew into Minneapolis, and I had to just pop over to Michigan to a college. And I'm sitting there in the window seat, and it was a tiny plane, and this large man sits next to me, and I'm kind of like against the window, and I start hyperventilating, and I just literally, I just go, stop, we're taxiing off the gate, and I go, nope, and the stewardess is like, what do you mean? And I go, off, I got to get off, and she was like, are you sure? And I'm like, yep, I'm out of here. And they had a taxi back. The plane was livid. And I felt really bad for the big dude next to me because he just knew that it was him just like gerbling me into the fucking declawing me into the window.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's got to suck to be so fat you trigger someone's phobia.
Yeah, totally.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, poor guy.
Man,
He's probably dead.
I want to try pulling the doors open. How hard is that?
It's not that hard.
Okay.
Well, I think the fear has to.
Sure.
That's the impetus to really.
I wonder if the gerbil did that with the asshole.
Oh yeah.
Dove out. Yeah. Pretty sweet.
I would want to.
That asshole's so tight.
Oh, you know it. Because you got to squeeze to keep him in.
Yeah.
Because he's going to be trying to burrow out of there. Just survival instinct.
He's got
Yeah, he's not
horrible
having a
PR.
cigarette.
They were not able to squash that shit.
I know.
How do you not squash?
Well, it was pre-internet, so word of mouth you can't squash.
I guess.
Yeah, that's true.
The other one was Jamie Lee Curtis from Aphrodite.
Yes.
That was another one.
And then there was Richard Gere drinking the cum.
No, I didn't hear that.
Rod Stewart.
Yeah, that's
Sorry.
Rod
Stewart.
I'm obsessed with
Piling
gear.
on fucking gear.
This guy's really.
Well, we'd love to have you on, Rich. Come on in,
Also, that
please.
Richard Gere fucked a baby at some point.
I heard that too.
Mark's like, Richard Gere orchestrated 9/11. Fucking insane. This guy is
I heard he
troll.
started the fires in L.A.
My God, gear, dial it down a gear.
Yeah.
Take it down a gear.
There we go.
Richard.
I'm gearing
you
up.
fucking dick.
Hey, is your house still alive?
Yes.
All right.
Thank God. Yes, it's still alive.
Sorry, is your house unburned?
Yeah, no, it's okay. But a lot of people lost.
Have you been back since?
No, I fly back tonight.
Whoo!
Yeah.
Scary.
Thanks.
Well, just saying. Your house is there, so you're good.
Yeah, I just won't get on a fiery elevator. Good God. I don't understand people. One of my friends like took me to some like rich dude's house for some afterbar, and he had an elevator, and it was literally the size of a coffin. And they were like, all thought it was hilarious, and it only fit like 3 people, and they all like piled in drunk, and it got stuck. And they were like stuck for 40 minutes.
Wow.
And I was like, other people were at the party, like, what the hell? And they had to call the fire department. I was like, why would you even risk that?
Yeah.
Some of those houses have, but it's always the shittiest elevator.
Oh,
Always.
yeah. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah.
Buried
I can't even
alive.
process that. Exactly. You're buried alive. There's one story that's the worst thing I've ever heard.
Lay it on me.
Happened in New York, and you can look it up. And it's a real story about a fucking dude. Richard Gere. No. So this guy got stuck in an elevator for 3.5 days.
Oh!
And it's 100%. The guy was on Oprah, made national news. He left work on Friday in Manhattan, left work on a holiday weekend.
Yeah.
And then forgot his phone, went back up, and the elevator got stuck.
Oh, my
And everybody
God.
had left for the weekend. And he was there for 3 days.
What a nightmare.
And they show a time lapse. He's trying to go to the bathroom. He's trying to like ring the bell. He's trying to get out of the roof.
Wow.
He was there for 3 days. He was like, yeah, I had no idea what was going on. I had no idea what day it was or anything.
Holy
That sucks because
shit.
it sucks, but it's not like that James Franco thing where he like, had to gnaw his arm off. It's not like an inspiring story. It's
Right.
just shitty.
Just shitty.
Right, yeah. No, it's just terrible.
That just sucks.
Yeah.
Shit in the corner.
Oh my God, this is it?
This
Yeah.
poor guy. I would go up the ceiling.
Yeah, I'm like, how is there not like some kind of trap door?
Totally.
Don't they? They have to have them, don't they?
Yeah. Oh, man. And no phone. You can't look at Instagram
Yeah.
or anything.
There's no phone. He's on Tinder.
Yeah, right? Oh.
Try the door thing there, right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't open.
But
though.
the floors are too wide.
3 fucking days.
Unbelievable.
This isn't an hour.
Right.
Or 2 hours. 3 days. And he had a Snickers and a Gatorade in his
Wow.
backpack.
Wow.
So I guess that kept him kind of alive. But like, I don't even know how you ration that.
Right. And you
I
probably
mean-
think, I'll be out in a few hours.
I'll be out in, so I'd have it immediately probably.
Same. Horrible Snickers commercial.
Or
Or Gatorade.
He's in the fetal position is the rough part. Like, look at that.
Oh, poor guy.
yeah, like what do you do? Like you have no idea what. Oh my God, it's the worst.
They do this in prison. They put you in the box if you're bad.
Yeah, this
Remember
was like
Kool-Aid Luke?
Shawshank.
Yeah, you're in solitary.
Yeah.
Oh, this poor guy.
Yeah.
Great way to get people to lose weight, though. Your wife puts on a few, you throw it in an elevator, it shut down.
Yeah, you take the stairs.
Yeah.
Oh my God, so that's where someone found him? Yeah. At 40?
Oh, I would blow that guy.
Oh,
gal.
yeah.
Wow. I mean, you can sue for that, I assume.
I mean, I was wondering, you can probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, look that up.
That's
for us.
insane.
That's emotional distress and damage.
God
That's horrible.
damn. No
Boy.
one comes in on a weekend?
Right. And it's MLK, that fucking asshole.
It would be great if he was fucking in the fetal position. People came in and out. And like, drunk people came in like. It's like,
That would happen in New York. You just step over him.
yeah, totally.
Some homeless
You
guy.
could potentially sue, it said.
Oh, come on. That's
dude, that's-
horrific.
40 hours. You said 3 days. 40 hours is awful, but it's not as
Wait, 40 hours?
That's about
thought it
2
was-
days, almost.
Oh, I thought, all right, that's not that bad.
He was able to
I'm just
sue
kidding.
for $2 million.
2 mil.
Oh, okay.
Would you do it for 2 mil?
40 hours?
If I gave you 2 mil right now to sit in that elevator for
I would
40
do
hours, I would do it
I
too.
would drug myself and just sleep.
That's true, but no phone. You got to do
Well,
it just
no,
like
but
Mr. White.
you can't know that it's going to happen, though. So at some point, so you could have diarrhea, Sam, like you do.
Good point.
We all know, so...
You'd be painting the walls
yeah,
in
you
there.
can't prep for it.
It'd be a Pollock paint.
I pull my pants. I'm like, fuck.
You just spray the camera with your turds.
We did a movie, The Longest Yard, and
Hell yeah.
we filmed in Santa Fe, and it was home to one of the worst, I think it's the worst prison riot in U.S. history.
Whoa.
And so Adam's partner paid his assistant to sleep overnight in a cell.
Whoa.
And he couldn't leave. And it was like the most haunted, violent prison. And he spent an entire night in the cell.
That's
And
terrifying.
afterwards, I was like, and he couldn't have a flashlight. He couldn't have a phone. He couldn't have anything. And I go, what was that like? And he was like, I'm not doing that again. He gave him like $1,000 and he was like, yeah, it was like fucking horrible. It's like I was like hearing shit. And it's like, he was just like, it was awful.
Jeez, where's that memoir? Everybody's mad at Ellen. This guy's putting people in a cell for a day.
Yeah, Ellen.
Well, I'm just saying, that's
Their
way
world
worse.
was a prison. Mark, their world was a prison.
That's true.
How was that movie? Was that a fun one?
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
I wasn't in it, but I was just writing during it.
Oh, hell yeah.
That was a fun one. I like that one.
Chris Rock,
Yeah.
Tracy Morgan.
Richard Gere as the gerbil.
You can't-
What if we pitched that a
Pixar
remake of Leave It to Beaver and it was Leave It to Gerbil? It's Richard Gere as the gerbil.
You know, they open up with that big circle. That's just his asshole. And that's the gerbil coming out to the day. Hello, everybody.
And it just pops out. Blood everywhere.
It's kind of like Groundhog. It's going to be 3 more years of winter or whatever.
Groundhog's gay.
There we go.
Yep, it's a porno now. Now it's a porno.
Well, everything's a sequel anyway.
You know his agent's getting calls. He's like, yeah, Richard's not doing gerbil project. I'm not touching that right now.
I never thought I would spend this much time talking about the Richard Gere gerbil thing.
Well, this is why it's such a big news story, because it's got a lot of meat to the
Well, not
on the
everybody
bone.
knows it. My mom just texted me. She watched Primal Field. What's Primal? Why can't I speak?
Oh, my
I'm having a
God,
stroke.
stroke.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
My mom just texted me. She watched Primal Fear. I got it.
There we go.
And she was like, he's still so handsome. And I was like, oh, you don't know the gerbil.
That's a phenomenal movie, though.
Dude, Ed Norton.
Edward Norton's insane.
Incredible movie.
You want to talk about, if people haven't seen that, watch it just for Ed Norton. He was totally unknown and beat out like everybody
Yeah.
Really?
in Hollywood for that part. He beat out like Matt Damon, all these people.
Yeah, he was like his first movie, I think.
Yeah, it was incredible.
Not to keep it on Richard Gere,
Yeah,
but
please.
he used to fuck Robin Quivers
Really?
from Howard Stern. And
Who also fucked Mike Tyson.
is that right?
Robin Givens?
She's got a lot of range. No, that's a different lady.
Quivers.
Oh.
She was hot.
Oh, Robin Quivers from Howard Stern?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think they used to date. And she said his penis was very disappointing. Imagine saying that on the biggest radio show of all time.
What, did it have teeth and fur? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Richard.
We're changing gears.
I'm sorry, Richard. We're switching gears. Look at Mark, you fucking asshole.
All right. Well, she said she saw his dick somewhere. I don't know if she fucked him, but she saw his. I remember listening as a youth being
So
like,
they dated
oh,
and
it's my
she just
nightmare.
saw it? That's it?
Yeah.
I've
She's-
seen his dick in American Gigolo. I can bring it up if you like.
Please.
All right.
Okay. This is a gear heavy ep.
Yeah.
I didn't date him.
We're going to get a phone
Not
call from
yet.
Gears people. Like,
Not
you can't-
yet.
Come
we get a
rebuttal, Rich.
lawsuit.
Yeah, we'd love to have you on.
By the way,
Boy.
Richard Gere, I love you, a big fan. So
Oh, that's not all right. He's got a normal wang here.
that's decent.
Yeah, what the hell, Robin Quivers?
Yeah. Well,
He's got a fucking buff clit. Look at this roided out clit.
It's a weird pose, though.
bad pose. Little fruity.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not great.
But good looking man. Oh, it's winking at you
The
there.
guy's a fucking legend. The guy's a legend.
I got nowhere else to go. That's what his dick's saying right now. Keanu Reeves gay scene. Oh man, how did I miss that movie?
My own private item.
Yeah,
I was
it's a
just
good
going to
movie.
say probably my
Oh.
private Idaho. Also, phenomenal movie.
That's
Great
a great
movie.
movie.
River
Gus Van
Phoenix?
Sant.
Gus
Yeah.
Van Sant.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Great movie.
I'll check that out.
Oh,
Boy.
Sam, you mentioned to me, you guys talk about movies a lot.
Yeah, we do. A lot of recs. Like, if you got a recommendation for the people.
There's-
That's fun.
The gerbil said the same thing.
Yeah.
Beat you to it. All right, that dick is really eyeballing me. Please.
Yeah. Do you have any Rex?
Yes, I do.
Ooh, baby.
One of my favorite movies.
Here we go.
From the makers of Napoleon Dynamite. It's a movie called Gentlemen Broncos. Do you know it?
No.
Do you know it? No. Phenomenal movie. Came out after Napoleon. Didn't really do anything at all. But it is so fucking good. It's in the same vein of really dry, quirky humor. But it's Jennifer Coolidge, Jermaine Clement, Sam Rockwell, Michael Andrano. Phenomenal. Yep, Mike White.
Oh, he's great.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be your real guardian.
He's got the same vibe, too.
It's so good.
Oh, I'm excited.
You're gonna enjoy the best writers camp in the state.
I will check this out.
I love Jermaine Clement, man.
Jermaine's amazing. He's so good.
Flight of the Conchords was so funny.
Yeah.
Very
So
funny.
fun.
You'll love this movie.
Oh, all right.
It's kind of Wes Anderson meets Gummo. That's how I would describe this
Just
director.
that person right there.
Maybe that's
You're
just
wrong.
that kid.
You're wrong. Yeah, you're just going off the kid, man.
Maybe I'm going off the kid. That's an ugly kid.
What was your most fun movie that you've been in so many movies? What was the most fun one?
Too many.
Yeah.
Probably Charlie Chaplin's The Circus when I was a monkey.
You were great in that.
They're all so fun. They're all different. One of them, kind of a sleeper that nobody really saw, was a movie called 30 Minutes or Less. And that was the director of Zombieland, and it's me, Danny McBride, Jesse Eisenberg, and Aziz Ansari.
Okay.
And
Fun group.
That was a blast. Yeah, we filmed in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and
nice.
Madcap Coffee.
it didn't do well because we had a backlash.
Uh-oh.
Because there was an incident that's a real thing where this
Aziz?
couple.
No, I'm
Aziz, man, what's that, man? Hey, it's me. I'm Sean the Comedy Cellar. There was a real incident about a couple that took this mentally challenged person and strapped a bomb around his neck and had him rob a bank.
Whoa.
And then the bomb detonated and the guy died. So the writer used the premise of strapping a bomb to somebody to have them rob a bank. It's not based on what happened, but then people equated it to the movie, and
we were
making fun of it, but we weren't. And it's a dark comedy.
Sure.
But the writer just used the premise of the
Right.
bomb and somebody robbing a bank. It's
a great
But anyway, people were like, "You guys are pieces of shit." It's like, what the hell? No.
We didn't do anything.
Yeah, but it's also it's not making fun of anything. But it's a great movie.
Okay. Check it out.
Me and Danny McBride are the bad guy.
Ooh, he's
That's one of
over.
the first times I've been a bad guy.
All right. I'm down. Boy,
Yeah, you're fucking down.
that Eisenberg's a talent. I mean, he's annoying and whatever, but he is. He can write a
What
movie.
are you, his fucking grandfather?
Well, did you see?
Ed Eisenberg's a talent.
That kid's
Good
got
God.
it. He's got something.
I like this new movie, A Real
Moxie.
Loved it.
What is it?
A Real Pain, his new movie.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, it's
liked it.
killer. Great movie.
I remember I was on a flight with Jesse, and he was reading a script, and I go, oh, what are you reading? And he goes, it's the new Woody Allen movie. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? You have a fucking Woody Allen script on your lap right now. And he goes, yes. And I go, can I read it? And he goes, I'm not supposed to, you know. And I go, okay. I goes, how is it? And I just would like pick his brain. Jesse's awesome, by the way. He's one of my oldest friends.
Yeah.
And but he was, protective of it, obviously. But I was like so enamored. Let me switch gears here.
Ooh.
Get it? No. So there's a movie coming out called 28 Years Later,
Okay.
based on 28 Days Later, which was critically acclaimed. Also Danny Boyle.
Aha.
One of my favorite movies is 28 Weeks Later, the sequel to Days that people don't talk about enough. The opening sequence to 28 Weeks Later, I think is maybe the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Really?
It's the opening, you don't have to play it. It's the opening like 10, 12 minutes, and it is fucking horrific.
Come
and
on.
I was so obsessed with it that when I would like have pregame parties at my house before we would go out, I would make people watch the first 10 minutes.
What?
I was so obsessed with it. So people would come over like all fired up, and I'd be like, "You guys, just wait. Oh, before we go on, let's just 10 minutes, real quick. Watch this." And it was
That's
just, and people were like, "Oh,
Wow.
oh God." and it would just ruin the mood, and then we would go out.
Scarier than special?
Okay.
All right. Sorry.
God.
Cut that. Wait, I've never even seen 28 Days Later.
It's really good. They're both great, but 28 Weeks is underrated, in my opinion.
I heard somewhere that you almost were in Tropic Thunder, but weren't.
Ouch.
Yeah.
What happened?
Several times.
What happened?
So Ben had called me about being in Tropic Thunder. So it was like his pet, like, favorite thing. And I was like, yeah, done.
Which role was it?
Jack Black's role.
Oh.
And he wanted me to gain 100 pounds.
No stairs.
And yeah, stairs made out of donuts, man. That's what I probably want to do. So I was like, okay. But I'm like, 100 pounds. He's like, you can do it. We'll figure it out. I'm like, okay. And then Sandler called me 2 days later. And he goes, hey, I'm doing this movie, The Zohan. I want you to be in it and play my best friend in the movie. And I'm like, okay. And then I called Ben back. And they shot at the exact same time. And then they were trying to, Ben's partner, Stuart, who has passed away, was one of my best friends. And they were trying to find something for me, but they were shooting in Hawaii and we were shooting in New York, and it just couldn't, nothing could happen.
Damn.
And I loved the Zohan. It was great.
It's really fun.
But I love Tropic Thunder, so it was it was just the worst timing of both at the same time. I was like, fuck.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
But Jack Black killed it.
Oh, Jack was amazing. I mean, he was way more right for the part, but I was just honored that Ben, thought, because I had done Blades of Glory with his company.
Right.
Which is one of my favorite movies. That's a good movie.
Yeah, you're the stalker.
Yeah.
Right.
It's fun.
That's just a funny movie without me in it. That movie's fucking hilarious.
How cool is that? Sandler calls you. I know you're used to it now. You've been doing it 700 years, but they call you. You can be in a movie. You got it made.
It's pretty fun.
It's great. You shouldn't.
It's pretty fun.
You shouldn't slough that off.
I'm not, Mark.
I'm just saying. You should
How in
embrace
any
that.
way? I just said they were both great.
he's
and I was
happy.
excited.
I want you to know how cool that is.
What were there any other ones that almost happened but didn't happen that you're like, fuck?
I don't know, Mark. Are there?
Well,
Jesus
let's see.
fucking.
Grandma's Boy was great.
Thank you.
Classic.
Wait, what were you asking? Sorry.
Are there any others that couldn't almost happen but didn't happen?
No, there were ones I was up for that I was like, yeah. I did. This is true. I did. I got a call from my agent, and they go, hey, they want to. This is 100% true. I just remember this. They want to read you for Star Wars. And I go, what do you mean? And they go, they want to read you for Anakin.
What?
And I go, who? Wait, they call it for me, Nick Swardson, my name. And they were like, yeah, they want to read you. And they know who, like, I'm a comedian. They were like, they don't care. They just, you have a good look for it, blah, blah, blah.
Wow.
And I'm like, okay. And so I just went in and read at Lucas and read for fucking Anakin, who the part went to Hayden Christensen.
What a hunk.
But,
So you read it in front of George Lucas?
not in front of George Lucas. No, I went to his office, like the company. And, yeah, it was like fucking, I was like, and I literally go, why am I here? And they go, well, blah, blah. And I go, I'm honored. This is like amazing.
Sure.
But I go, you saw me on like Reno 911 and thought like maybe Vader would skate around space or something. Like, this doesn't make any sense. I'm never getting this part.
Yeah.
They just laughed and I'm like, yeah.
You never know. I mean, Robin Williams, Jim Carrey, they pulled off some
I feel
serious
like you
roles.
could do a serious role.
Yeah.
No, I could, but it's like to be in that,
Right.
Star Wars universe.
Yeah.
I could definitely do it. I could fucking nail it.
Yes.
Yeah.
You started in Minnesota?
Yeah, in St. Paul.
Was that tough? I mean, were there clubs and stuff there?
I started in 1996.
Oh, okay.
And they told me when I started that comedy was dead.
Yeah.
So, like, there were 8 clubs at that time in the Twin Cities.
What?
Whoa.
8 clubs. I mean,
Wow.
this is
What are they
coming
doing
off the 80s, like the boom of the 80s.
Right.
And when I was there were 3. And then one of them was closing. So I remember the local comics were like, yeah, why are you even starting? They're like, it's done. Comedy's over.
Yeah.
So the people that started around that time were the people that really wanted to do stand-up and believed in doing stand-up, Like, I made no money. It was like sleeping in my car,
Yeah.
driving across country. So, then I moved to New York, and, that's when, like, everybody was Galifianakis and Jim Gaffigan and Kevin Hart. I mean, like, the lineups were, like, insane back then.
Wow.
And it was just all of us vying for, like, 5 minutes. It's, like, stupid.
Did any of the older headliners take you on the road or help you out?
The people I opened for starting out were Jay Moore, David Cross, Anthony Clark, and Janine Garofalo.
Hey, star-studded affair.
Yeah, so they were all nice enough to bring me out on the road, which helped immensely. And then I, in turn, like when I would find funny young people, I would make sure, you know, I would get them out and get them on the road and get them like good stage time.
Yeah.
Like I remember like BJ Novak.
Oh,
I remember I saw him, brought him out to do shows. Dan Mintz, who's really funny.
Very
Great
funny.
jokes.
Zach Galifianakis did shows to me. He would open.
Wow.
Stuff like that.
Man.
But yeah, I mean, I'll just find people, like if I see a clip and I'm like, DM them and be like, dude, really funny.
Yeah.
That was funny because when we have a weird history, which is super funny.
Fuck.
The gerbil farm, no. No, but before that, before I realized our history, I remember seeing clips of you on Instagram. And I was like, oh, this guy's really funny. I'm like, who the fuck is he? And then, because it was funny because I've been doing stand-up 30 years. I fucking know everybody. And I didn't know who you were. But you came off like you've been doing it for like 80 years. Like you had this like energy of just like, yeah, man, back at it again.
Yeah, little grizzle.
Yeah, I used to fuck Joan Rivers. That like, type of like old Catskill diarrhea. Just borscht belt, fucking underwear. But it was just so funny. Just watching your stuff. It's almost like you're a vampire.
Oh, yeah.
Like in a way, it's like your Nosferatu. The Jewish vampire. You're the Jewish vampire Nosferatu.
Nosferatu.
That's pretty good. That was good.
Wow. So
tell him, does Mark not know the history?
What is?
I didn't know. Tell me. Lay it on me.
Fucking the college gig?
No, you think I'm DeStefano now?
Oh,
Really?
jeez.
We did a college gig together?
I thought we did back in the day.
We did.
Oh,
I
that's
thought you were the one that told me that you booked. Where'd you go to college?
Oh, fuck, you're right.
Okay.
You fucking asshole.
I forgot this part, dude. No,
You fucking dick.
I fucked up, dude.
Fuck you, man.
I tried to book Nick at Tulane when I went there, and because I was doing stand up, and they wouldn't let me. Like they were like, you can open for who we bring down. I was like, all right. They brought down Dat Fan.
Of course they did.
And and it went well. So they were like, okay, you're good enough to, I mean, my jokes suck, but they were college because they wanted to like me. And
yeah,
like, you can help bring people down. And I saw Nick's half hour and I was like, you should bring Nick Swardson down. And Nick, because of Katrina, cut a deal.
That's me.
He cut a deal, but I think they still couldn't afford him. So it was like, it just didn't, for timing or whatever, it didn't work out. But then Burr ended up coming down. That was cool.
Oh.
But Nick he was like one of the only people to write me back.
Hey,
like, pretty cool.
No, but then I came back for half the money.
Did you?
Yeah.
Not when I was there though. I think you came back later.
You had left, but I came back because I felt bad about the Katrina thing.
Yeah.
Because I had started it.
Fucked up.
Yeah. Whoopsie.
You and Richard Gere, dude.
But yeah, so that we did correspond.
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah.
That must be an exciting text to get from him.
I know. I was pumped. Yeah. But
Then Sam sent me a shit pic. It was inappropriate.
fucking crispy
Fucking
beef
loser.
the morning after.
Good God.
So wait, do you know Andy Dick?
I do know Andy
Are you
Dick.
guys still partying?
I haven't talked to him in a while, but I know Andy. Yeah, I have several Andy stories.
Ooh, well, I just bring it up because he got punched out in New Orleans on Bourbon Street.
When?
This is years ago. It was all over TMZ. Some guy
He's
knocked
been
him out.
Punched out. One story I just heard that he was in a bathroom with Wesley Snipes,
Oh, boy.
and they were at the urinal, and Andy looked over at his penis and went like, "Oh, nice," and then Wesley punched him in the face.
What?
That's what I heard, and I was. I'm 100% believing it.
White men can't peek.
Yeah, poor Andy. I don't know how he's still. Bless his heart.
I respect that. I do the look over as well.
Yeah, but you can't comment after.
You can't comment.
That's where the
yeah.
problem.
That's the problem.
Look over is already invasive.
But when you rather hear nice than oof, poor guy.
I
What are you,
don't think I
Richard
wanna hear
Gere?
either.
I'd take a nice.
Yeah, but
Got Dick in his name. He's an expert.
Andy's yeah.
He's bi, right?
Andy's whatever Andy wants to be.
Yeah.
And he can. I remember I opened for him at Irving Plaza, 1998, and it was Andy Dick's Circus of Freaks. So it was me, Todd Barry, Marilyn Rice Cub, and so Andy was sober at the time. So he goes, okay, I'm going to go out and do this this bit, okay? And I go, okay. And he goes, then I'm going to bring you on. And I go, okay, fine. So he goes out, goes on stage, starts doing stand-up, and then he had a bit where he had a guy who played his sponsor. So he goes, I'm sober right now. It's great, blah, blah, blah. And he goes, my sponsor, Paul, is here. So Paul comes up, and he's wasted.
That's great.
So it's a whole bit. So Paul, I witnessed this. So Paul backstage had pounded like 5 cans of clam chowder.
Oh, no.
So Paul comes on stage, and he goes, oh, my God, Paul, you're drunk. And Paul's like, fuck you, Andy. And he's like, I don't know, fuck you. And then Paul does this reflex where he projectile vomits into Andy's face.
Oh, man.
So there's puke all over the fucking, like, all over his face, all over the stage. Andy fucking just goes to the microphone. He just goes, Nick Swardson. And walks off. And I'm like, the fuck was that?
Yeah.
And I'm walking past him and he goes, sorry about that. Sorry. I'm like, all right.
I can see him doing that.
It's not a good bit.
No. Tough to
No,
follow.
I was not. Yeah, like, at least give me one credit.
Right.
Good God. Nobody even knew who I was. They're just like, oh, all right.
Are you off the sauce?
Yeah.
Hey, how long?
I did have some celebratory drinks after my special taping, but I haven't drank this whole tour. I haven't drank since August.
Holy
Yeah, I was
moly.
pumped when I saw you in Texas. I was like, oh, he looks fucking good.
Yeah, I didn't drink in Austin. Yeah, I didn't drink the entire Toilet Head tour. And I'm going to continue. I don't really want to drink anymore.
Come on.
I just don't. I'm like done.
We got a bottle.
Wait, what?
What about...
No, I'm just like, I'm over. I just feel like I won drinking.
Right.
Like I won.
You went hard for a long time.
I went hard for a long time. I was down low, like I went hard in the paint. Like
Yeah.
people don't realize. Like,
No, I've heard.
and I wasn't a drug guy. People always think I'm like do blow and stuff like that. Like I was never a drug guy. I loved drinking.
Yeah.
Loved
What
it.
about it did you love?
I just liked I liked hanging out at a bar, watching a game. Yeah. I love day drinking.
Yeah.
I love airport bar drinking.
Oh.
I love checking into a hotel, getting a cocktail.
Yeah.
All of that.
What was
I'm
your
with you.
drink?
Here's the funny thing. I always tried to do this where like I always tried to solve drinking
Ah.
where I would go through phases. So like everybody starts out drinking kind of whatever.
Sure.
Like Jack and Coke, vodka, cranberry, bullshit. And then you're like, well, I think I'm a whiskey guy.
Right.
And then I went through like a Jameson phase that imploded. And then I'm like, yeah, that's not me. Tequila, that's where I'm at. And then I went through that phase, imploded that. And then I'm just like, you know what? I'm all about Jaeger bombs.
Ooh.
And it was just like, I just kept trying to find how to make it work.
Yeah.
And then it was like, nail polish remover? I mean. And then I just landed on like, I'm just vodka.
Yeah.
And I'm diabetic. I got diabetes in Key West.
You got it there?
Yeah, so
How's
it
that
turns out, just everybody
That's a
listening.
fucking amazing sentence.
Yeah. I've never heard that Jimmy Buffett song.
I'm sure I'm the first person to ever do that.
I
Like
got
I'm the first person to get
diabetes.
too high and drunk on stage in Colorado. But
Jimmy Buffett song.
yeah.
Yeah.
But no, so Key West, it turns out everybody, you can't get drunk every day, blacked out for a year and a half and eat key lime pie nonstop.
In that altitude.
It will no, Key West doesn't have altitude.
Oh, I thought you said Colorado.
No, I was making a joke about what happened
Sorry.
to me.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I didn't.
We'll cover that after. Wait,
God,
what?
fucking
Sorry.
Chat Sajak over here.
Sorry, I'm on no sleep. I got a toddler.
My
Right.
friend saw you. I called you during. I don't know if you remember.
You did call me.
Because my
Many
friend-
people did.
My friend who I grew up with was just in Key West, and he's like, I think Nick Swardson shit-faced at the bar, and I was like, maybe I should check up on him because I feel like he didn't just randomly, like he's probably been here for a while.
Dude, it was unreal. It was so fun because it was during COVID.
Yeah.
So COVID was kind of a little superfluous there because it was like nobody really, it just, I don't know, it didn't really exist
Yep.
because it was all outdoors and everything. So it was just kind of like Narnia with bars. It was Barnea, you know? So it was like every day you just wake up and drink.
Yeah.
And then that night go see live music and drink and then pass out, repeat.
Sounds like
Like
heaven.
there was nothing, it was fucking amazing. There
That's
was
great.
nothing, you know, in the sense of there was no work. I was going to retire actually. I wanted to just live in Key West. And but I just completely succumbed to this island life.
Yeah.
And like I didn't care. It changed my whole perspective on life. Where when I came back to LA briefly, and I like was like, why do I have all this stuff? And I like sold all my clothes and shoes and Rolex and diamond chain and stuff. I had all this stupid shit. And I just like lived in Key West in like flip flops and board shorts. And was like super happy.
Yeah.
It was like a really happy time.
That's great.
And it was like being at bars and just having discussions about like art and literature and music. And it was just fucking great.
Hell yeah.
I remember one of my highlights was they have a butterfly museum. And I went and I spent $1,000 at the gift shop. The butterfly
Come on.
museum, swear to God.
You
And
just
there was
sold
a
all your
point
stuff to then waste it on butterfly stuff?
Yeah. Yeah. I was walking around in like butterfly pajamas, and, like, butterfly like bedazzled hat. It was like,
The butterfly is your gerbil.
yes, it is.
Wow.
Butterfly kisses in my anus tonight. I think that's the lyrics. I think I'm not mistaken on that.
Well, Key West is a magical place.
It's great. And they have the Key West Comedy Club, which
Yes.
is phenomenal.
Tom
and then-
Dustin.
And they have Tom
Go
Dustin.
List, our buddy just made a documentary about him, and we don't know when it's coming out. But
God, what a
you know what? I'm
broken
sorry
record.
for trying to give a plug.
Sorry for the plug to your friend.
Fuck off.
It's a great doc.
No, yeah, the documentary.
I think you're in it.
Key West Comedy. Well, the funny thing is, I was in Key West for a year and a half, and I never did one set. At the Tom can vouch for this. I never did one set.
Must have driven him crazy. You got a great comic, one bar over, and you
Yeah,
won't do a
literally,
set. What a
just
tease.
stumbling past your comedy club.
Yeah.
And they have the Key West Theater. I'll be there February 20th. All my dates, by the way, nickswartzen.net. Back on the road, picking up clubs for the theaters I missed, and I've got more theaters. When does this pod air?
2 weeks. Wait.
Not this weekend, but the next one, right? Yeah. Okay.
You're going to go to Key West as a sober guy? You know how hard that is?
Yeah, dude.
That's a challenge. That's
No,
like
I can do
a
it.
pedophile going to the Vatican.
Okay. Yeah, those
He's
are my...
a tough laugher.
Oh, it's fine. That was
was
an
good.
easy
That was,
analogy.
you know what? And no, that's great. Yeah, what's the website? Do you plug it?
.net.
nickswartzen.net?
Yeah, I lost .org.
What about
I wanted
Gov?
I wanted Gov or Edu. Sure, whatever.
What'd you call him?
A vampire?
Edu.
Nosferatu.
I was a Woody Allen callback there.
Nosferatu.
There it is.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm going back to Florida,
Yeah, dude.
which I know Sam has it.
Just beef.
Talk about. I know.
I love, dude. I might film my next special in Tampa. I'm debating who I'm doing it. Maybe-
Great.
Florida's
comedy
great
town.
for comedy. I love it.
I
Great.
love Florida too. People think I hate Florida just because I fucking hate Naples, but like Fort Lauderdale is great. I love Orlando crowds are great.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Miami's
phenomenal.
tough though.
Yeah, it's tough.
Miami's tough.
They're
Miami's
just
tough.
they show up late. They're kind of just not.
They're hot. They're coked
The thing
up.
about the Florida club that you're talking about,
Off the hook?
you're off the hook, which I like a lot. I like the club. The thing about this is one of my pet
No,
peeves.
you don't.
I do. Really? I do like off the hook.
Do you really?
Well, here's the thing I don't like, and this is what I don't like in general about comedy. I don't know how you guys feel about it. I don't like. I don't like food at a comedy club.
I don't like
And
it either.
Off the Hook is like full on. It's really good food, but it's a
that makes it
full on fucking meal.
Yeah, they're
it's like
eating
salmon
crab
and
legs while you're trying to
asparagus,
tell
surf and turf,
They got
and
a
it's
bib on.
Yeah.
and the staff's great, the food's great, but it's like
Food is good.
It's fucking brutal to perform.
Of course.
Well, people, I don't understand. Like people in the comments, why do you eat at a club when you go to a show? Even in comedy clubs, like I have people like eating like cake in the
Yeah.
front row, and I'm like, isn't that like not healthy for you?
It should really.
Of course.
It should be no like comedy on stage in Madison. The fact that they have no food.
Yeah.
This is fuck. This was a choice, and it's great.
Yes.
The main money you're making is on booze anyway.
Of course.
Yeah, and it's not like the show's that long. It's like when you go to a movie, you don't want to fucking surf and turf.
But they do that now. That's like how they're trying to revive movie theaters. They're doing like
Yeah.
2-year seat service.
I've
now.
seen that.
It's
yeah.
kind of fun, actually.
Yeah.
But you don't have to laugh audibly as a response in a movie.
Not a great way to see
Yeah,
12
no,
Years
you
a
can-
Slave.
Yeah.
You got the blackened chicken. But yeah, I'm with you on the food. And if you're gonna eat at a comedy club, which is disgusting and weird, do it early. Go an hour early, pig out, and then enjoy a show with a full stomach.
Yeah, when they bring out, we used to, Caroline's all the time. They bring out the giant block of chicken parmesan. and you're like,
Yes.
Yeah.
it's fucking pungent too. It's distracting.
I know.
I'm
I know.
smelling it.
Yeah.
And you know what? A lot of clubs do this popcorn now, which when you're bombing, all you hear is.
Yeah.
I don't need
Yeah,
that.
maybe don't bomb.
Wow, I'm trying that for 20 years. I can't crack the code on that one.
Good God. At least it's not they should open a fajita comedy club.
Oh,
Or just hundreds of fucking, it just looks like fucking Armageddon. That'd be beautiful.
I think I did your fajita joke on a TV show once, and I got creamed online.
No, why?
I didn't know you did it already, and I did a similar thing.
That's fine.
I just want to bury that
Brendan
hatchet.
Schaub got attacked for that too.
Well,
that's on you.
yeah, you're doing the same.
I know.
job.
I did a fajita joke that was like a throwaway observation at like the Laugh Factory, and then this is during the MySpace days, and it went viral during that time.
Yep.
And it was just literally an observation. It was just about fajitas and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't own an observation. I always think
Well,
I think
You had it first.
Well, I mean, what was your joke?
Just about how it's like the most attention-getting meal.
Right.
Similar to yours.
Yeah, it's an obvious observation. The whole thing about comedy cops these days is so funny because I've had people go like, "Oh, dude, that bit you do, I just saw so-and-so do it."
Right.
And I go, "Really? What's the bit?" And they're like, "It's exactly like yours." And I go, "Well, what is it?" And they would tell me it, and I'm like, no, it's an observation. I go, my punchline, the whole where I take it is different.
Yeah.
You're just seeing the setup and the premise. Like,
I know.
We all share premises.
No, I saw
and then we have a different take on it.
Totally.
I saw someone posted like a morning TV thing I did, and they're like, Bill Burr did it first or whatever. I'm like, a lot of comics fuck around on morning TV.
I know.
It's not like-
We've all done it.
It's a common
Good
thing.
God.
Yeah, well, they like to be the guy who gets you. I called him out. I'm the man. I'm the cop.
Like, why would we all steal from each other? Like, that doesn't make any sense. So I remember this when I first started. I remember this very vividly. And I was in Minnesota at my mom's apartment, 1997. And I did a bit at the open mic. And it was about athletes that celebrate. And I'm like, why are you celebrating? Like, that's your job. You score a touchdown. Why are you freaking out and blah, blah, blah. And so I did a whole bit. And I'm like, a doctor doesn't do that. They're not in surgery. And then they fucking last stitch. Then they fucking throw everything and spike all the
Great
stuff.
bit.
Yeah.
So I thought I was all excited. And then I go home and I'm watching Conan. And Bill Burr is on Conan. And Bill Burr does the exact same premise, and the doctor and the surgeon.
Whoa.
And there's no way he saw me in hell. There's no way I saw him, but it was just like-minded thinking.
Yep.
And I'll never forget that, where I was like, oh, this is probably going to happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I like when people go like, oh, you know, so-and-so's a thief. I'm like, well, no.
Right.
You know, let's like actually disprove this. You know what I mean? Because I've thought of bits where people are like, oh, Brian Regan does the same thing. And I'm like, how fuck?
I came up with the N-word black people bit organically, and it turns out Chris Rock already did it. So
That's true.
Oh, God.
not my fault.
That's not your fault.
No.
Sam, that's why we pray.
I just wish you wouldn't do it at dinner all the time. That's when it gets weird.
Can you tell, because we've had great Norm stories on here, and you were actually tight with him. Can you tell any Norm
The
stories?
king.
I mean, I do a couple in my set.
They're great. I was.
So I don't want to give any of those
Don't
away.
give those away yet, but
I'll share with you one that was one of my favorites.
yeah.
All
So
right.
we're on tours, me, Sandler, and Spade, and Norm, and it's our final show. I believe it was Mohegan Sun, and so it's our final show. So like we're deprived of sleep, so everybody's just like, let's sleep in, okay? So we're all in a text thread, so we all sleep in, and we're wake up, and so Norm was on the thread at 6 a.m. on the thread with everybody, and he goes, hey, I'm getting breakfast. Anybody want to have breakfast? And radio silence. Everyone's sleeping. I wake up at about 9 a.m. and I go, hey, does anybody want to get breakfast? And people are like, yeah, I'm down, blah, 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 blah. So we go down to the lobby, and Norm's walking up, and he goes, what are you doing? And I'm like, we're going to go get breakfast. He goes, yeah, that was my idea. And I go, what do you mean? He goes, yeah, no, as I had said, you guys want to get breakfast? And nobody said anything. And I go, yeah, we're all sleeping. Adam's like, yeah, we're sleeping. And he goes, yeah, then Swardson, he fucking goes, hey, you want to get breakfast? Now everybody wants to get breakfast. So he took my idea. I go, I didn't fucking create breakfast. And he goes, yeah, I know, but I thought of it first. My idea. He goes, they don't even have breakfast here. And we're at a casino. And we're like, they don't have breakfast. They always have breakfast. And then he goes, no, I've been walking around trying to find it. And then we go to the concierge. And we're like, do you guys have breakfast? She's like, yeah, there's like 3 diners. Like, and there's one like, blah, blah, blah. And he goes, what? What are you talking about? You're walking around. You have breakfast. It was like the most insane.
Yeah.
And that was the thing about Norm is like, you just never, I was always like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
It's just like.
Did he know he was being funny?
I don't know.
That's what's the genius of it.
Well, that was the genius of it, but it was like, I was one of his good friends. So it was just like, I didn't steal your idea for breakfast. It's like so insane. Yeah, Swardson stole it.
Yeah.
I thought of it. It's like, and it was so funny. Like, I still have screenshots of like the threads of all of us.
Yeah.
Because it was like, Norm would just, it was so bizarre. I remember one time we were going down to Florida. We had a whole run of shows in Florida, like 4 sold out amphitheater, amazing shows. So we're on the
St. Augustine, right?
Yeah,
that's a beautiful.
It's the best show I'll talk about that in a second.
Yeah.
It's the best show I've ever seen in my life. But so we're on a thread. So Norm is going to meet us from California and Florida. So 2 days before, we're like, all right, Florida, Orlando, blah, 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 excited, fired up. Yeah, see you guys there. So we get into Orlando. We're all at the hotel. We're like, okay, Norm, you here yet? He goes, what? Where? And we're like, we're in Florida. We're in Orlando. Like, are you here? And he goes, Orlando? What are you talking about? What do you mean? We're like, we have a show tonight.
Yeah.
And he goes, what? Yeah. Who said that? I didn't know that. And I literally screenshotted it 2 days before Norm going, can't wait to see you in Florida. And I go, you fucking said. And he goes, oh, yeah, no. Yeah, shit, I have the flu. And we're like, what do you mean you have the flu? He goes, oh, yeah, the flu. And we're like, why don't you say you have the flu? And he goes, yeah, I forgot. And we're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So he missed the whole Florida run.
Wow.
He just didn't tell anybody his name's built on this thing too?
Well, sometimes he was, sometimes he wasn't. Like,
okay.
We were the main 4, me and Spade and Strainer and Adam. So Norm, they would be like a rotating, like Nealon, Tim Meadows, Norm, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just like you just said.
That's hilarious.
So it was
What
so
a nut.
Were you ever nervous being the new guy? Because all those guys have known each other forever.
No, I came in hot. I just started slapping genitals. Yeah. Well, I had worked with Adam for so long, and those guys all became really close. So when we went on tour, it was just, it was. I never felt like the new guy. It was just like my buddies.
I've heard you got a jump shot too.
Ooh.
I did before I went blind. I literally that was in Key West too. I have glasses now because I can't fucking see shit.
Oh,
I've had multiple people tell me. I remember Godfrey once was like, Swartson's got a J, dude.
Dude, I used to, I was a shooting guard. Yeah, I couldn't run point, but I was like very like Reddick. That was my idol, who's became a friend, JJ Reddick.
Can I ask one more Norm question? He's my favorite.
Okay.
Did he do well on the shows? Because I've only seen him live twice, and one night he fucking annihilated. It was like the roof came off, and then one night he bombed silence for like 45 minutes.
It's kind of like whatever he wanted. Like he could murder, or if he just wasn't in the mood, he would just go off on like some kind of whatever he wanted to do.
Yeah.
But he did say one of my favorite things ever. I did a festival in San Diego, and I headlined Friday, Norm headlined Saturday, and I stayed and hung out with Norm, and we're backstage, and right next to him, he's about to go on, Kirk Fox's opener, it was really funny, is about to introduce, he's in the process of introducing him. He goes, you're a headliner, blah, 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 and Norm just turns to me and he just goes, the only thing I'm good at, I hate. And they're like, Norm Macdonald, and he went on stage.
Jesus, that's dark.
No, it was perfect, because it's like sometimes comedians are just like, sometimes, I don't know, you're just like, feel fucking dark.
Sometimes you don't feel like it, but yeah, but I mean, do you think he didn't like doing stand-up?
No, he loved it. It's just kind of just a self-loathing, like,
yeah.
Maybe he just wasn't in the mood. It was a music festival.
Oh, yeah.
So you know what I mean? I'm sure he was just like, this could go either way.
Yeah. I used to open for Louis, and he would always pace in the green room and be like, I don't feel funny today. I don't feel funny. I don't have it. I've gone. I'm not funny anymore. And then he would go up and murder.
Yeah.
I think before a show, you just get that
You
weird...
get in your head.
The butter.
I'm like a legit insane person before I go on stage. I don't know if you're like this. I get really tired. Like I get a weird fatigue where I'm just like, ugh. And then people are like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I just have to get out there. And then once I'm out there, I fucking love it. It's the best. And but I remember Dana Carvey was saying that to me. We were doing a gig at Laugh Factory in Hollywood, and it was Kevin Nealon's new material night. And I'm backstage with Dana, and Dana's like, I'm gonna bomb. I'm gonna tank. And I'm like, you're not. And he's like, no. I don't have anything. And blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, it's a new material night. And he's like, no. I'm gonna bomb. I'm gonna bomb. And I'm like, all right, whatever, dude. And he just went out and fucking murdered Dana Carvey. It's like,
exactly.
Literally, he's the most charismatic, naturally hilarious human being that's ever created.
Yeah.
Much like a Richard Gere.
Yeah.
But no, he's amazing. It's funny when people say stuff like that.
Now, was Norm I mean, I know he's a brilliant comedian, blah, blah, but was he
said
ever...
one question.
Was he ever brutal to hang out with?
What do you mean?
Like, was it ever hard? What?
Abusive?
No,
No,
it just
like-
means it was just like a hard
was
hang.
it annoying
Shut
sometimes?
up, Sam.
You know, like,
I'm trying to fucking defend Mark.
well, like,
Stupid question.
he's got that...
he's trying to like. No,
I appreciate it.
Be easy on my man.
No,
man.
you can...
Hey,
tell
you're
me-
in our cave, man. what are you doing here, Nick? What are you doing here?
You know, like he couldn't drive, so you had to go pick him up, or he has that great story where his assistant was like, Norm, you're not gonna believe this. I got a hooker last night, and she snorted coke off my dick. Don't tell anybody, please. And Norm's like, yeah, of course, I got you. And then the UPS guy walked in. He goes, this guy got his dick coke snort by a hooker. And the guy was like, what are you doing? You know, but that's
Right.
Norm.
Yeah, I mean, it was always just interesting. I mean, there's a story I've told before. I'll just tell it quickly.
Please.
But it's the one of where I called him to watch a baseball game. So do you know this story or no? So I call him. It's noon. There's a triple header on. So I go to the bar, have a couple beers, and then Norm's like, hey, what are you doing? And I go, I'm at the bar. I go, I just got here. I've had a couple beers. Want to meet me and watch games? And he goes, yeah. Can you pick me up? And I go, no, I've already had drinks. I don't want to drink and drive. I go, you live a mile away. Just call a cab. It's before Uber. And he goes, all right, yeah, I'll see you there. So I'm like, okay. So I'm drinking at the bar. Watch one whole game. No Norm. Another whole game. No Norm. Text him. Nothing.
Yeah.
No reply.
This is what, 6 hours now.
6 hours. So now I'm like, solid buzz. Thank you, Mark. So then third game. No Norm.
Huh.
So it's 9 o'clock at night. Now I'm like fucking drunk as shit. And I'm leaving the bar and he's walking in. And he goes, where are you going? And I go, what do you mean? Where the fuck have you been?
Yeah.
I watched all 3 games. I'm like in a blackout. I can't walk. And he goes, so you're leaving? And I go, yeah, I can't see.
This is what I'm talking about.
And he goes, now, and this is the best part. This is so Norm. I go, where the fuck have you been? And he goes, I had to do laundry.
For 9 hours.
For 9 hours. I go, 9 hours to run an orphanage? What the fuck are you doing, man? You wear the same thing. You wear
Yes.
sweatpants.
Right.
He goes, yeah. So I stayed and had like one more beer. But it was just like...
That would drive me crazy.
Of course. That's what I'm talking about.
But I mean, that's why like you just never... You would never like fully invest.
Right.
But he was great though. He was really competitive. One time, he goes, hey, you ever play ping pong? And I go, yeah, I grew up playing ping pong at a ping pong table. And he goes, no way, I play ping pong. I'm really good. And I go, I bet you I beat you. And he goes, no, I bet you won't. And I go, okay. He goes, I got a new ping pong table. So I go over to his place, and we're playing ping pong, and I annihilate him, like in front of Lori and his son, and it's just, and he's fucking livid, and I'm just smoking, and he's like, what the fuck? What are you, fucking half Asian? What's going on here? What are you doing? And I'm like, I grew up playing ping pong. I'm like really, really, really good. And he's like, yeah, I play again. And so I just kept beating him. And then I felt bad. It was kind of like I would let up a little bit.
Yeah.
And he could tell, and he would make it more mad. He's like, nah, fuck you. And he was so mad.
Oh, that's
So like
funny.
there was a funny competitive side to him.
God, could you imagine him trying to have a girlfriend or anything like that? Showing up 9 hours late to stuff? It's insane.
No.
Or not be able to drive in L.A.?
That is crazy. That I have another friend who can't drive in L.A. and how do you live there?
You got Uber now, but this is, in the 90s and early 2000s. That's tough.
I mean, it was tricky. I mean, I can't believe I don't have a DUI. I made so many stupid decisions of because I lived in Venice Beach and I would do sets at the Improv. So I'd try and sleep in my car, but sometimes you would roll the dice.
Yeah.
And
you ever get off because of your fame?
No, one time, I did a couple times. Not from I would get out of tickets because I was on Reno 911.
Oh, beautiful.
But this is a true story of getting out of a DUI. This is 100% true. I was leaving the Improv and I was going 6 blocks to a bar in Hollywood. And I'd had about 5 or 6 drinks.
Okay.
Which is nothing. It's easy. So I'm driving and I go, I'm going to go back roads, not do major streets just in case. Mm-hmm. So I go back roads and I pass a cop car going down. I'm almost to the bar and I pass this cop car. My windows are down and music's blaring. And I'm like, oh, fuck. I just know they're going to pull me over. I just know it. And I look at my rear view and they're doing a U-turn. So I floor it, step on the gas, go to the street in front of me, whip a hard right. There's a meter there, thank God. I jump out, get out of the car, turn the car off. Cops come by, whoop, pull up behind me. They're like, hands on the car, hands on the hood, hands up. You empty your pockets. They're like, are you on drugs? And I was like, no. And I'm emptying my pockets. And they're like, okay, what are you doing? And I'm like, I just got off stage. I was at the Improv. I'm a comedian. I was just going to this bar. And they're like, okay, you have drugs on you? And I go, no, I don't do any drugs. There's no drugs, I promise. And they're like, have you been drinking? And I go, I'm not going to lie to you. I had a drink after I got off stage. I go, it's so scary doing stand-up that I had to, just to kill the nerves because it's just so scary. And they totally were like, oh, yeah, I can see that. Like that. Yeah, that'd be horrifying.
Well played.
And I go, I'm not going to lie to you, though. Then, this is before cell phones, and I had a little notepad with all my jokes and ideas and premises. So the cop goes, what's that? And I go, it's my joke notebook. And he goes, okay. And he looks at it, and he goes, what's that? And I go, joke. And he goes, what is it? And I told it to him, and he goes, that's very funny. And then he goes, what's that? And I go, it's an idea I have for a TV show. And he goes, what's the idea? And I go, it's like, blah, 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 blah. And he goes, yeah, that could work. And then he's like,
this is the most LA pull-over.
It's so insane. And it's 100% true.
He's like, that's a Bill Burr joke, actually. I saw that on Conan.
What's this drawing of a gerbil? Yeah. So then he points out one more joke. So he turns to his partner and he goes, what do you think? And the guy goes, I don't know. The kid's a fucking comedian. And he goes, okay. He goes, good luck, man. He goes, don't get back in that fucking car. And I go, I won't. I swear to God. And he goes, okay. And they left. And I walked into the bar and I was like, oh my fucking God. I couldn't believe.
I'm invincible.
It was insane. And I just never.
Your act.
That happened to me when I was at school and they pulled my notepad out, but they hated my fucking joke.
No way.
Yeah, they were like, that sucks.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, it was fucking annoying.
Did they let you off though?
They let me off.
Okay.
And it was a bit of my act. This was a story, but a true story. A guy actually had cocaine on him. I didn't know him. They stopped all of us, and he didn't search the guy because they beat up on me for my shitty jokes.
Oh, he owes you a beer.
Yeah.
And a bump.
Good God.
It was fucking weird.
I got pulled over in Rhode Island. This is a month ago. I think I told you the story. Cop pulls me out of the car. I go, I'm a comedian. And he goes, give me 3 jokes. First 2 bombed. He was about to take me to jail. I'm hammered. Did a trans joke. Smooth sailing.
No way.
Oh,
Are you
yeah.
serious?
The black joke, I thought I pulled out a black one first, and I think I did an Asian, and then the trans joke. Woo, baby. I'm home free.
One of those.
Wow.
Yeah. I love the cops.
I love that you said I'm going to be honest to a cop.
Yeah.
Then you know it's not that bad though, because a pedo would never be like, I fucked one kid. I was nervous. You know.
That's true.
Good God.
But if you level with them, if you go in like an emotional connection, my friend, we got pulled over. We were in high school. He was whizzing down this highway. We were all drunk, and the cop pulled him over, and he gets out, and he goes, I just got dumped. I'm so sad. My girlfriend was the love of my life. The cop's like, I get it, man. Get out of here. And we got out of it.
I love cops.
Yeah.
They're amazing.
We have a
pee.
thing on the show called Working on New Bits? Question mark? Are you working on new bits? I think it's nice.
I didn't prep him on this. I said peeves. I said peeves.
Okay.
If you have any peeves.
I got to watch the time, too.
Oh, shit. Yeah, we've gone over.
I've got a
little
flight.
bit.
I'll tell you this one. I was at dinner. It was during the movie Just Go With It with Sandler and Jennifer Aniston, and we're in Maui.
Wow.
And we're all out to dinner. It's pretty awesome. That was a great shoot. And
She's very cool. I'm guessing.
she's cool as shit.
Yeah.
She's like the coolest person.
What about Barack Obama?
He was not in the movie.
All right, I heard they were canoodling.
That's the rumor.
Is
Did you
that
hear that?
true?
Yeah, pull
I
it
don't know if
up.
It's true. It's a rumor.
She didn't deny it on Kimmel.
There's rumors.
No, she did deny it.
Oh, she did? Oh, okay. I saw a different version.
No, she
AI.
gets like a million rumors. I remember we were hanging out in her hotel room, and she was like, "Look at this," and she just like Googled her name, and it was like all this stuff. She goes, "This is what I deal with." It was like all this fucking nonsense.
And
there was
Michelle
one that was
fucked
like
David Schwimmer too.
there was one about that said Jennifer Aniston's addicted to grapes or something.
Great.
That was like one thing. She's like, what does that even mean?
Statutory grape.
So anyway, we're at dinner, and it's Sandler, the whole crew, and then Woody Harrelson lives in Maui, so he crashed the
Come on.
the dinner. So we're hanging out, and I had just met him, and so we're just having dinner, and so Jennifer's like, Woody, Nick does stand up. He's also stand up, and Woody goes, "Oh yeah, tell me a joke."
Here we go.
And then everybody got quiet, and he was like dead serious. And I go, "What do you mean? We're at dinner." And he goes, "No, tell me a joke." And I'm like, "Okay." And then I told him a joke, and I go, and it was one I use with police when I get pulled over if they're like, "Tell me a joke." And I go, blonde walks into a library, and she's like, "Can I get 2 cheeseburgers?" And they're like, "This is a library." And she's like, "Sorry, can I get 2 cheeseburgers?" So I told that joke. I told that joke to Woody, and there was just a beat, and he just goes, I was like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, it wasn't like Cheers, Woody Harrelson. It was like Natural Born Killers, Woody Harrelson. I was like,
Was he cool after that?
Yeah, he's cool as fuck. He's like the nicest dude.
He seems like a cool dude.
Yeah, he was great. Yeah, I remember he did this bit, so we're at the bar, and he pulled out a tin of like red powder. And he goes, "Hey, I grow my own cayenne pepper."
Whoa.
And I go, "No way, that's cool." And he goes, "Yeah, I have a farm." And he goes, "Smell it." And I go, "Okay," like an idiot. And I go, "Okay." So immediate fire, pain, sobbing, like it was so painful. And he's laughing. And I'm like, "Oh my God." And I go and like rinse my fucking eyes out, blah, blah, blah. And I go back, and he's like, "Sorry about that, man. I didn't think you were really going to do it." And I go, "Yeah, that sucked." And he goes, "Yeah, I'll do it too then, sorry."
Oh.
He did it, and he was like, "Ah!"
What a guy.
Yeah, so he like went through it too, so it was cool.
Have you tried those smelling salts?
Oh, it's a nightmare.
Those are brutal.
No.
The NFL players do. They have it in Rogan's green room at that club, and
Oh,
shit,
no. In comes the Grim Reaper.
How are you? What a bonus.
He's got a flight to catch.
Boners.
this.
Is that a gerbil?
Oh shit!
What?
What is it?
It's from Mark. He had a it's from me and Sam.
You got me a gift.
You know,
Sorry.
You can open it afterwards.
Should I?
The baby low jumpsuit.
Oh, come on. You are not allowed in a kid's store. Look at this.
I love
this. Is good stuff.
That's good.
Oh, this is a classic.
favorites when I
This
was,
should be on every kid's shelf.
Yeah.
Just ask Kevin Spacey.
Yeah. Kevin O did the soundtrack for that book. Karen O.
Wow.
This is great. I grew up with this book, Goodnight Moon. Every child should have
Classic.
it.
Yeah.
That's great.
Wow. Thank you, Ari. What a guy.
You're welcome. Yeah. I try my best.
God bless you, Ari.
I'll read the card aloud. I hope it's
How you
not
doing?
too
No,
sad.
no. You don't have to read it.
By the way, Ari's got a new special out on Netflix. Give it a watch.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's called America's Sweetheart.
Yes, on Netflix. 85K on plants.
It's not wrong.
All right, we were talking about the new Jewish vampire movie that's out right now, Nosferatu.
That guy looks so much like me. It really
does.
is. I saw it. I was like, wait, was I in this? Did I forget?
You're the stunt double.
Here, wait, Ari, take my place. I gotta go.
He's going to the airport.
Yeah, I gotta make sure.
You
Oh,
came.
really?
You came so late.
I know. I had to come straight. Bandit wouldn't poop.
There's a girlfriend.
God, someone.
Yeah.
Everyone's saying Sam has diarrhea.
Oh, it was.
That's a standard for Sam.
I know. Weak Jewish stomachs, man.
Yeah, I know.
You have a weak one, right?
I've managed, but yeah, it's not great. I'm a bloody guy.
Ugh.
All blood.
Yuck.
All blood?
I mean, sometimes it's mostly blood. It's
God.
first third of it will sometimes just be like,
Are you gonna flag that or no? You're just gonna roll with it?
roll with it.
At his age.
Hey,
Yeah.
listen, God has his plan for everyone.
Yeah.
Nick, plug some dates
He's
before
all
you go,
good.
man.
We have your dates here.
Nicholas.
Well, when is this gonna drop?
2 weeks.
So So what would that be then?
The 20th.
So start here.
Key West, nice.
So
Hell yeah.
Key West, and then Florida, Richmond, right?
Yep.
And then Houston Improv,
Nice.
You got to hit Pearlie's in Richmond, dude.
West Palm.
Yeah. Great diner.
Yeah, I'm picking up some clubs, and then
Improv,
That's a big room.
4-3 and 410. The Comedy Works at downtown Denver.
And
Yeah.
south. You're going everywhere in Denver.
Yeah.
covering ground.
It's pretty cool.
Wait, is that where?
And then there's more dates added too, so they're all on the website. So
you're not gonna do an edible, are you?
we'll see.
Ooh, you gotta go now.
We'll see. A bloody edible. Ain't a bloody edible. That's the name of my next special.
People, what were
Okay.
some of the rumors people made up about it? Because you had all kinds of stuff swirling. He's on drugs.
I
he's
fucking
schizophrenic.
literally went to Colorado. It was 9,000 feet altitude. I
Sure.
was starting my tour. I was in a good mood. And not even the tour. I was prepping for it.
Yeah.
And I fucking had cocktails. And then somebody gave me an edible, which I eat. But it hit me when I went on stage.
Yep.
And it was a new set, so I didn't have my
altitude.
set list.
Oh.
And so I was like brain farting on stage. And then I was like trying to like remember where the act was. It was a brand new act. And then somebody videotaped it and sent it to TMZ. And then the theater pulled me. And my opener, Ari Manis,
Yeah.
Ari was like, "Don't pull him. What the fuck are you doing?" And they're like, "No." So they pulled him. The crowd was like, "Boo!" Like, don't. And I
You got
just
pulled at
waved.
your own show. That's
Yeah.
fucked up.
Wow.
It's mountain town. It's mixed with like degenerates and Illuminati.
Right.
Yeah,
Our
totally.
billionaires might be upset.
Right.
Yeah, totally.
I've done that show. It was a weird show. I did it right before you, actually. I saw you right there the next day.
Yeah, that's
In
right.
Denver.
That's right.
People are like really worried about Nick. I'm like, why? I had a meaningful conversation with him.
Yeah, like
Actually, I don't
totally not a red flag at all. Like, good God. And then it was like on Yahoo News. USA Today called me for a comment.
Whoa.
I'm like, what did Michael Richards go through? Like, I didn't go through like some like fucking meltdown. I was just too high and just in Colorado.
Yeah.
I wasn't at fucking, you know what I mean?
We never would have said that in Colorado. Too many whites.
That's true.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God. All right, I gotta go.
All right. Well,
Best,
hey,
Nick.
thanks,
Thank
Nick.
you, man.
I love you.
Appreciate
Let's
it.
take a
Great
photo.
seeing you.
Hell yeah. Get the moon in there. Good night. Good night, Ari. Hey, sex with kids. All right.
Damn.
Praise him.
Thanks for the gifts, Ari. You're a
Yeah, buddy. Congratulations on the
Thanks.
edition.
Being away is quite
best,
nice.
dude.
Hey,
See you soon.
thanks for doing it, man. Good stories, good ep, good times. Boy, I got a weird handshake. They got a hug. That was
Yeah.
Sorry,
tough.
dude. Move your body, Mark. Wow. When are you leaving?
One of those
Tonight?
are true.
I'm leaving Wednesday morning or tomorrow.
Okay.
Tomorrow night.
I thought you were gone already.
Yeah, I was like 2 days and I'm gone for 6 weeks.
Whoa,
Yeah,
6
2
weeks.
days.
Where are you going?
All over.
Hit us. What are you
LA,
thinking?
Nashville, San Jose, San Antonio,
Hell
Tampa,
yeah.
Denver.
Hey, but you're just gonna
Atlanta,
stay in all these
Portland.
places?
Yeah, so I'll do some like press shit in Austin. I'm in San Antonio. I'll stay there for a little bit. In LA, in Brea, I'll like do press there until I go to Nashville. Do some press there for this.
No
so-
sets though.
No, all set.
Oh,
on
okay, okay,
weekends.
great.
But like in between, I'll stay there.
Oh, okay, great.
You just
Yeah.
stay in a hotel or something?
San Antonio, yeah, San Antonio. I'll go back up to Austin, hang out there, do spots and shit.
All right, boy.
Tampa,
what
I'll go to the beach. I might go skiing in between Tampa and Florida. and
Come
Colorado.
on, you're living.
Get 2 days off,
I know, but I have a kid now. I can't. All this shit is just FOMO for me.
dude. I was using a fake pass. I got caught with a fake pass.
Oh no.
What pass?
It was in a, well, I don't want to say which, I don't want to get bad, but it was one of the passes for ski towns.
Yeah.
And I was with Ryan O'Neal, and they go, we're like, we'd already dinged it 6 times. And then they go, sir, step out of line for a second.
Oh shit.
And then I'm like, well, we're fucked. I already knew we're fucked, but we still hold out hope. And they go, can I see your face? And he goes, no. He goes, well, can I see some ID? He goes, I don't have any ID.
And they didn't let you in?
No, he goes, I need to see something. Why can't I see your face? And O'Neal just went straight Karen. He goes, I was badly burned. Are you familiar with the Americans with Disability Act of 1997?
For him.
The guy was like, you think it's the first time I've seen a fake pass thing?
They're pretty lax with though. We went skiing.
Very lax.
And what's his fucking name? The guy, the barstool guy. He gave me his pass.
Francis.
Francis
Ellis.
Ellis.
Yeah.
He's like, here, take my pass. I'm like, your photo is on there.
They
He's like
always get used.
He's like a 6'4", Nazi-looking blonde guy, and I'm a twink 5'10", curly douche, and it worked every time. Not a peep.
They just go. It's all cokeheads bringing it in, except one old man. Don't go to the old man.
Yeah, it's usually cool dudes in those types of jobs.
They're just like, I'm just looking to do this until I can ski.
You see,
Apparently, those Park City lines are insane.
Oh, they had a strike. It's over now.
Oh.
They had a strike, so they had to like shut a bunch of listeners. They didn't tell anybody. They had a strike they wanted more money.
Are you guys good skiers?
I'm okay at snowboarding. I can't ski to save my life.
I'm okay, but I go for it.
He's good. You're good. You're pretty good. You're above average.
Terrible to challenging ratio is Ian Finance. He's awful.
So
and
bad.
Just bombs it.
He'll go up a fucking
He goes,
slope.
I'll try one leg. I'm like, buddy, you don't even know how to ski yet.
Yeah, and he's smoking the whole time.
Smoking, no helmet, just smoking, one leg in it.
Yeah.
And he's bad.
You know what's really bad was Gillis. He's just a big snowman out
Gillis
there. He
is
looks
terrible.
like the Michelin Man. He's
I've
wearing
never even tried.
Eagles
I would
jacket.
be worse.
You'd be worse.
Yeah, it's fun as hell. I mean, one day you got it. Just do it for a full day and you got it down.
You got it. Snowboarding's easier to master, I've heard.
I agree. Plus, I'm used to going sideways because of skateboarding my whole life.
Yeah, and you're bisexual, so it's halfway there.
There you go. I go both ways.
Yeah.
And it's a great. Really, the fun time is cooking the dinner, shitting on the comics, getting drunk, doing drugs,
God, it
and
was
getting in the
fun.
hot tub. I gave you VD.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Comedian ski trip was the best.
The best.
Doing nothing for 3 days, had a show to pay for it.
Yeah, we'd put on a bad special.
Put in a bad
just
special,
to
just
shit on it.
Everyone's
Yours
like,
was
"Sit
on.
quiet, I want to hear these bad
Yeah.
jokes.
Who are you watching?
We did. I got this at the VU. We can't say, but yeah, you know the culprits.
Yeah. Yeah. And just like, it's fun.
It's a good time.
Yeah, Renazisi makes ziti.
Yeah.
7 in the morning. We all just have a blast. Shane does 2 runs and then starts drinking.
Yeah, and then he cuts it out. Sean Patton, he's so fat he had to quit like halfway through. He had to leave him on the mountain. The helicopter got him.
Oh, he always.
I watch his show, the FX show.
It's killer.
He's amazing on
Yeah.
it.
He's a real piece of shit on it.
I love him.
Yeah, it's great.
He's the comedic relief. It's
Yeah,
a
like-
well-written show.
Comedic relief on a sitcom, but he really is.
He made it. And it's actually a really good sitcom as far as sitcoms
Principal's
go.
great too. The guy from Just Shoot Me.
Oh, yeah. There we are, hungover
Look at
and
all of
gay.
us.
He's rocking a Nate Robinson jersey.
These are all jerseys I found for the ski trip.
Thrift store.
Yeah, any double or triple extra large, I would get
You
it.
rocking a Kobe?
No.
You're rocking a Curry.
Yeah, no, I had a Kobe. I gave it to from the roast. I gave it to Norman. He's rocking it.
Yeah. I'm down.
I'm rocking
Wallace?
I also did some Hills.
I forgot who 23 on Golden
Oh,
State was.
Draymond.
It was before.
Nah, it's Draymond, dude.
It was pre-Draymond.
Really?
Yeah.
CJ Watson?
Fuck, I wish I knew.
I had a Dirk Nowitzki for a while. I don't know.
Yeah,
what
you had the
happened to that.
Dirk.
I think
Who's not in this? Somebody's not in this.
Well, Patton's gone because he can't remember he stopped doing the skiing because he was too hurt. He had Kreischer one year too.
Kreischer came one year. Yeah, Sal came one year.
Oh yeah, Big Sal Volcano.
Yeah.
Man, we went. What did we do? 4 or 5 times?
Yeah, it was great.
We'll go again.
We all slept on the condo, like floors and stuff.
Oh,
Denver, the
yeah.
first time, nobody was a draw.
Right.
Let's just do this show. We did a This Is Not Happening show, storytelling shows. But it was like, we don't have room for extra rooms.
That's right.
So we just got air mattresses.
Amazing. Those are good times. We're gonna remember these days when we're old and gay and in a wheelchair.
Yeah. Damn. And Shane was still paying for merch.
Shane still had he had nowhere to be.
Yeah.
Now he's like, I'm in 8 movies. I'm on an
Yeah.
arena tour. I'm in a Bud Light commercial, Under Armour commercial.
Yeah. O'Neill's got the Ben Wallace.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, those jerseys, hidden gem to be able to find each other on the mountain.
brilliant,
dude.
brilliant.
Yeah. That's a good idea. I didn't think about that.
Oh
Get
yeah,
them cheap at thrift stores. Just
Well,
the
And they're
biggest
just
ones.
fun.
they're fun.
Yeah.
And you see a Philly jersey popping out of a snowbank, and you're like, oh, this finances
Yeah.
fully covered body.
Yeah, it's fun to be able to spot you. And then you get like props on like, oh, hey, that. And we're all like, I don't.
Yeah.
It was just Canada this bunch too.
Right. I feel bad. You came to see Nick, and then he saw you and
Both?
left.
Damn, what was it?
He doesn't take elevators.
He walked 16 floors up.
I was not aware
You
of
know that?
No.
I thought he was fucking with me when he texted to me, and I was like, haha. And then he was like, no, I'm not kidding, man. I really
Yeah.
He won't take elevators, but he'll take random edibles on a mountain? Yeah. Always trust your instincts.
Um,
How are you guys doing?
I'm on 2 hours of sleep.
Love in New York. They said it was fucking the global warming made the winter stop.
Great.
It's here.
It's not.
Great.
It's back.
Yeah, it's nice 40 degrees. Yeah, Trump's America.
This is Trump's America.
Is this coming out the day of the Super Bowl?
The 8th? night?
That's a day of the Super Bowl. Who do you got?
Eagles versus Chiefs, is it?
Eagles,
Okay.
Chiefs.
It's hard to bet against the Chiefs.
I know.
I wanted the Bills to pull that out.
The Bills to win.
Did you see Allen's breath go out of him when they got that last first down?
Because the fact that he got that ball off,
He got the ball and it hit him in the hands.
that guy should have caught.
And also on fourth down, he made that. That was a first.
Right.
That was right on the line. A couple things went against him there, but he just goes like this. He's like this. He's like and then you just see this puff of smoke as he breathes out his fears and his fucking failures. Just goes,
Soul.
It's kind of like going against Brady, where you just kind of wish you were in another conference. You
yeah.
want to get there because, dude, you have to go through the Ravens and the fucking.
This is his legacy. Even the old Bills went to the Super Bowl every year. He's a footnote in 20 years.
Harder now, though, obviously.
Sure, but no one will remember this if you don't go to the show.
Wait a minute. Did the Eagles play the Chiefs in a Super Bowl 2 years ago?
Yeah.
I was at that one.
And the Chiefs won.
And the Chiefs won.
You went to it?
With Gillis and
Bert.
Big J and Bert. Yeah. And it was a sad
You gotta make that
state.
catch. And then you're up. Then you just gotta get a field goal.
It
Oh,
felt like that Giants throw when Eli broke through and threw it to Tyree, except Tyree fucking caught it.
yeah.
You know?
This is
at that.
last night?
I mean, the fact that he makes it.
On a receiver's hands. In a receiver's
fucked
hands.
up.
Was it a
He knows.
honky?
Yeah.
Ah,
But he's a
fuck
good honk.
me.
He's
never-
Steve
no
Largent
such thing.
in a receiver's hands.
Ouch. Yeah, one
Ouches.
of these. Yep.
He put his hands on it. He wasn't like it over. He went right to his fuck.
Big mistake.
That
Ah.
sucks.
Damn, all right, we're never going to see you again. You're going
I
to be
know.
on the
I'll be
road.
back in March for like 4 days, and then April. April, I'm back. April. I'm back.
Okay.
Why do you decide to go out like this?
I took from June to December off, and then I got to go hard because I was wanted to.
Yeah, but why? But the question is, why don't you come back in between more?
Oh well, I scheduled it so I could do press for the special.
Gotcha.
I scheduled
Got
a week
it.
in Nashville, a week in L.A., a week in Austin.
You're all over my
I'm
algo.
going hard next month. I'm doing 20 cities next month.
20?
20
This month. This month.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
You got the bus.
Those already, but yeah, I got the bus. You could see me in.
You doing the bus?
Yeah.
Who you going with?
Peter.
Nice.
Web filming, and we got my tour manager Brian Hubbard. So we're starting on the 11th here, right?
They booze bags or not? Vita,
No.
They will be for the
Does
thing.
Peter drink?
Barely.
He will for this tour.
Nice.
They
He
got a glass
definitely.
Tulsa, Austin, Dallas, Houston, NOLA, Memphis, Knoxville, Nashville, Birmingham, Atlanta, and Durham, all in this month.
Oh, I did the Bijou, and that's where it was.
Great
Knoxville.
theater.
God
Great.
damn.
One of the- I would consider. I heard someone else film there. That's why I was like,
It's good.
yeah, it's
Oh yeah, I would think that would. You're not filming there, are you?
no.
But it's one of those where you see it, you're like, oh yeah, I can.
I think
can
And the
there.
crowds are fucking perfect.
Yeah.
They're happy.
Dusty Slay film there. I think.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, I got New Haven coming up, Providence, a bunch of other ones. Portsmouth, we added a show there. Portland, Maine, Burlington,
Nice.
Montreal, Toronto, Buffalo. It goes on and on. But
Madison, the Orpheum. They send out paper tickets.
Oh, no.
yeah,
It's so old school. That guy. He
Whoa.
rules. He can talk to you about any musician.
there's going to be
you
paper
want.
in that room. I'm doing it Monday. So,
Yeah, you're doing some tough markets, too.
well, you got to go everywhere, baby.
Hell
go
yeah. I
everywhere.
love it.
Yeah.
Balboa is good in San Diego.
Go through my
With that red
website,
sauce.
please. Don't hit me up that tickets are crazy expensive.
Isn't that crazy? People show up and they go, I paid $180 for these tickets. I'm like, there's still some left for $30.
I know.
What are you doing?
Yeah, right?
Go to the guy's website.
And then they yell at us. Like, we put the prices out. I'm not charging
It is
$400.
confusing though, because you just a lot of people just Google.
Yeah, tickets. For
Right.
this.
But, yeah,
don't
just
think we're-
go to our sites.
Go to Punch Up, for Christ's sake. Hey, I'm in Reno. Not bragging. I'm doing a bunch of casino dates to get a nice purse and one night only, and I'm out of there.
And who cares about the draw? They don't give a fuck. Anyone there is like, sometimes you're like, don't draw well. You're like, I'm sorry. It goes, I don't care.
Exactly.
Just get off on time.
Daddy daycare tour, dude.
Yeah,
Is that what you're
exactly.
calling it?
I'll probably lose it all at the craps table, but I'll hit the buffet. Then we're going to Napa, Santa Barbara, Asheville makeup date for the hurricane, Bristol, Tennessee, New Brunswick, Ithaca, Rochester, Port Chester, Albany, Burlington, Wausau. How do you say that? Green Bay, Eugene,
Awesome.
San Jose. Well, this goes on and on.
I
So
heard
yeah.
Attell had a line about Eugene once. He called it a Eugene, Oregon, or the town that makeup forgot.
Not bad.
Fucking
I
great.
think Nike's from there.
No, they're
Nike's-
Portland, aren't they?
Portland, yeah.
think it's-
Right outside Portland, like an hour. You ever go to that store?
It's not that great.
But you
Really?
get to shop. You get to just get
but
free
I feel
stuff.
like you expecting like cool shit, and it's kind of like they're like, nah, this is our other shit.
Oh, interesting.
It's a trek, and it ain't great. That's
It's a
Okay.
trek. And then the amount of money you spend on a cab out there is like, all right, that's like 2 pairs of shoes already.
Wow.
it's a lot.
Interesting. This is a Jewy conversation.
It could be it. Yeah, it is.
Sounds right.
I bought a pair of slips or whatever they're called.
Vans?
No, the ones you slip on. Slides.
Ah.
Jordan slides. I took them to Southeast Asia. By country 3, they stunk so bad. I just soak them overnight in soapy water, pull them out. They still smell
Whoa.
terrible. And I was like, I just got to dump these.
Yeah.
There was some Cambodian villager with wearing some nice slides. No, those are cool, though.
I can't picture you in those.
No, those are cool. It was like some light blue.
Oh, those. Yeah, those absorb weird.
Yeah.
liquid.
Yeah, it had all the dots on it. That's it. That's it. But
it.
in light blue.
Can you? Anthony Bourdain must have smelled like complete ass.
God, he must have.
You know,
Eating
the
all that
farting.
curry.
Yeah.
Farting.
He's kind of
fucking hookers.
Some Bourdain over the weekend, and it's like, man, he's so fucking good.
He's good.
Cool. He's just a cool guy.
Cool as a
It is kind
cucumber.
of fucked up that we live in a world. No offense to Guy Fieri, but where Bourdain kills himself and Guy Fieri's just like everywhere.
Thriving.
It is a little fucked up.
I always
Fucked
say
up.
Bourdain is Guy Fieri with depression.
Yeah. Guy Fieri, it's not too late.
Yeah, kill yourself, will
Kill
you?
yourself, please. Guy Fieri.
Well,
End it all.
He looks like he
Wow.
he's
Looks like he
gonna-
ate Bert.
If he eats one more boudin ball, he's gonna croak
When
anyway.
did he get fat? Damn.
I was watching
Well,
one
what do you
though. I was
expect?
He
watching.
went from Smash Mouth to Smash Burger.
Way to get it out.
There we go.
That's a good one.
I was watching one Bourdain in Ukraine. He's just fucking. They went through like 3 bottles of vodka in one.
Oh, he's a
Ukraine?
cool
Oh,
dude.
it was before. It was before the war.
The war.
You didn't hear?
Oh, Bourdain smashing vodka. I thought you said Fieri.
Oh, I think my Fieri too.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, he's an animal. He's cool. You couldn't have a Jew on this tour because the Pepto would go through the roof.
I saw his Gaza Israel one. It was pretty interesting.
It was good.
Oh, really good. He's just like, I don't know, seems hopeless. This is them. All the restaurants they had in that, we all looked them up, all closed.
Oh really?
A lot were on the border trying to make peace through food.
Yeah.
Didn't work. Let's just say
They do have similar menus.
they do have very
lot of
similar
pita.
menus. There was a long piece about like who invented the falafel. Was it
They can't agree on
Palestine
anything.
or is it Israel? And then he finally researched it, goes, Syria.
Oh.
Neither.
man.
Well, all these places you just throw down borders where you throw them, so it's like they're eating the same shit.
Right.
Same shit.
Russia, Ukraine. You got the pierogies. You
Yeah.
got the
I
borscht.
feel like a lot of Russian restaurants just said, we're actually Ukrainian to just
Right.
get money for business.
Smart little political maneuver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
saw this. It looks insane. I think we should go here.
Where is it?
The food made my eyes wide open. We may have over-ordered because we
Palestinians joined
underestimated
New
the
York
portion
City.
sizes.
Where is it? I went to one. It was really good.
I think you have
Really?
In the East Village is a really good one.
to try a little bit
Get
of
the
that.
Gaza strip
It's
steak.
Israeli food for sure.
So filling and it was so freaking good.
Shut the fuck up, influencer voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that might be it. No, that's it. It was really good.
Gary's gonna make me do this on the road.
That place is the bomb.
Nice.
All right.
All right, I'm on 2 hours of sleep. I'm gonna kill myself.
All right.
I wish you came earlier.
Yeah,
I know. It's good to see you.
Come back again.
Yeah.
Please.
In March or April, I'll do a full
All
app.
right.
He did like a tag team. He left, you showed up.
He was great. He was like, sweet, I'm out.
Yeah. We kind of ran him ragged. We got all the
You got
stories
him a
out of
cab
him.
to the airport, right? Okay, good. Hey, we love you guys. We'll see you on the road. Drink Bodega Cat, bodegacatwhiskey.com.
New bottle.
We'll see
Hell
you
yeah.
very soon.
New me. Comedy.
Sunday's the day for my next offender. A bit of Kiva wreck, you know the beer juice close. I've had a little too much bourbon, and Norman's talking shit about the fucking Pope. And I get down in the same way. Up on the roof like a cop's coming, and naked Samuel is feeling dangerous. I'm out to lunch here in New Orleans. This woman doesn't look like I remember her, and I